stands for. Thank you very much for being with us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you also for taking the time and witnessing this very special moment in the history of Smart. Because this Ford Joy, the Smart Ford Joy, is the first forerunner of the new generation of Smart that will be introduced next year. And for joy, you got those two words that come together, those two words that are so important for the future of Smart. Because Smart will stand more than ever for joy of life. That's what the joy element is. And then we got the four. And this time we have four spelled with OU. And that means we're going to have a four-seater available for our customers. So joy of life in urban traffic. Of course, you know the Smart as the perfect vehicle for city traffic. But if you took a very close look, you will have realized that over the course of the last few months and years, we also tried to make sure that the city icon can be filled with joy, with surprise, with the joy in urban situations, and that's a feeling of life that we try to develop further with every new model, with every new concept, you know, being more customized, also the ticketless using of parking garages. You just drive in and out while others are still waiting in line at the pay machine, or car to go is another case in point. You know, young people that tell us, that give us feedback on the concept. These young people do not just do it because it's so convenient. They just say it's so great to just take the vehicle and just drive around the city with it, to drive around with it. And this feeling that we build around the notion of Smart, this freedom and the joy you can best experience using a Smart eDrive. Now, Infratest, a survey institution, very neutral institution, just confirmed the fact that 93% of our customers, people that have purchased the vehicle, say they're very enthusiastic about it. They would recommend it to somebody else, also because it is so suitable for everyday purposes, and because it is so much fun. And it is fun after all, and it's fun for us as well, because we're a market leader in Germany. And for the e-driven vehicles, we have a market share of 40% in the first half of the year, and in the car-to-go fleet, we have more than 1,100 Smart eDrives on the road. They've run more than 7 million kilometers, and this saved 1.2 million tons of CO2. 1.2 million tons of CO2. Ladies and gentlemen, that makes joy of life in urban cities, in urban traffic, very measurable. And this is exactly that feeling of life that you can just boil down to the bottom line. It's just smart to drive a Smart. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm glad to see that you've had as much fun watching this as we had, because the Smart community has made this a legendary video by now. It just boils it down to the core issue. Smart wants to be the best city vehicle, and we also find that to be very enjoyable. Now, on we go to the 4-4 for 4 people as of next year. And of course, what has been important and will continue to be important is to retain what is so typical for Smart. That will be the same for the new Smart generation, and that is why we designed this 2-seater first and then deduced the 4-seater from that, and not the other way around. The 4-seater has a rear-wheel drive concept as well, so it's very compact. It's got a 2.7 meter length for the 2-seater, 350 for the 4-seater, but still gives you that feeling of space when sitting inside a Smart. And I can tell you, the turning circles are spectacular. Now, in addition, we have the design of the 4Joy. You know, when you look at that, you can feel the motto. We tried to create a new icon, and the new had to be more iconic than ever. That's the claim behind it, and that's why we had a lot of creative ideas and details that we shared with you in prior studies. And it wasn't just show cars that we shared with you. These were just rolling, driving experiments and laboratories, and a lot of the small details and pieces of feedback that we got from you, like the calm design of the air inlets in the front, the Tritium safety sail, and the two-box design that makes the Smart a very grown-up vehicle, and the smile. It needs to smile, needs to be even more self-confident in future than it already is today. And a lot of these elements you will obviously also find in the final series vehicle. You're probably looking forward to finding out more about that, and you can also look forward to the interior, by the way. We left out the doors here for the presentation, just for you to be able to see inside and to see what we have on offer there. So it's going to be very smart solutions, very expressive type of design, you know, loaded with very convenient features for city traffic. You know, that original idea of the Smart linking emotion and functionality with each other. That's all I want to share with you at this point, because we have the world premiere next year, and we want to save some details for next year, and we'll obviously be much more detailed next year during the world premiere. But today, I want to leave you with the following. The Smart team stands for an overall target in future as well. No other vehicle will be as much fun in urban traffic than a Smart, and that is why the 4 also contains that small word that's always been part and parcel of the Smart, the 4, the FOR notion, because the Smart community, you know, we don't just drive a small, convenient vehicle. We want to stand for something, for more space in the city, for more fresh air in the city, for more time, because we don't need to search for parking that long. We also stand for quality of life and the joy of life in the cities of this world. And a lot of that you will be able to experience later on in our Smart area, dedicated Smart area, and that is why my team and myself will be happy to have you to talk more to you about the Smart. But have a wonderful evening for the moment. Have a great IAA, and see you later.